People love to talk about objective morality, as if there's a cosmic rule book written in the sky that tells us what's right and what's wrong, no matter the situation, no matter who's involved. But here's the problem. Ask anyone to name just one moral truth that's always right or always wrong, in every possible situation, and watch them flinch. So let's talk about why objective morality isn't just flawed, it's fantasy, and why letting go of it might be the smartest, most moral thing we ever do. Objective morality is the idea that some actions are morally right or wrong, no matter what anyone thinks or believes, even if no human existed, even if no one ever recognized it. It's treated like gravity or math, discoverable, universal, unchanging. Believers say things like, murder is always wrong, kindness is always good, torturing babies is objectively evil, but press them on it, really press, and things fall apart fast, because you can always invent a context that flips the answer on its head. And if a moral truth can't hold up in every situation, it's not objective. It's just opinion in a fancy suit. Alright, let's put this to the test. Here's a thought experiment. You see a boy drowning in a pond. He's young, helpless, crying out for help, and you have the power to save him. But you also have perfect knowledge, like God-tier prophecy, that this boy will grow up to murder 100 people in a fit of rage. You save him, and those 100 people die. You let him drown, and they live. So, what's the objectively moral thing to do? Save him. Let him die? If objective morality exists, this should be easy. One clear answer. No debate. But instead, here's what happens. A deontologist says, always save the child. A consequentialist says, let him die. A divine command theorist says, check your holy book. A virtue ethicist says, do the kind thing even if the outcome is horrible. Different moral systems, different answers. That's not objectivity. That's choose your own adventure ethics. If the morality of saving a child depends on his future, or your philosophy, or your theology, then we're not talking about objectivity anymore. We're just storytelling with ethical window dressing. And yet, when this fails, people run straight to the Bible. Well, they say objective morality comes from God. Okay, so let's look at what that God commands. Genocide, slavery, killing children, forcing women to marry their rapists, stoning people to death for picking up sticks on the wrong day. All straight from the so-called source of perfect morality. And let's not forget, the same God who says, thou shalt not kill, tells his people to go kill entire nations, men, women, babies, livestock. So either God's moral laws don't apply to him, or they were never objective to begin with. Either way, the moral compass is spinning. This is the Euthyphro dilemma. The classic knowing question. Is something good because God commands it? Or does God command it because it's already good? If it's good just because God says so, then morality is arbitrary. If it's good independent of God, then guess what? God isn't the source. Either way, the idea of divine objective morality flatlines. And don't think secular frameworks save the day either. Utilitarianism only works if you already agree that happiness is the highest goal. Evolution explains instincts, not ethics. Reason depends on everyone using the same logic, which they don't. Moral Platonism. Okay, cool. Where are these floating truths, and how do we measure them? These aren't objective answers. They're tools, thought models. They help us navigate, but they don't dictate moral reality. So what do? We stop pretending. We stop chasing some mythical universal truth, and we start asking a better question. Not what is objectively right, but what kind of world do we actually want to live in? Here's one way to figure it out. Imagine you're designing a new society, but you don't know who you'll be in that society. Could be rich, could be poor, could be powerful, could be marginalized. What laws would you write if you had to live under all of them? That's not divine morality. That's not objective law. That's fairness, with skin in the game. That's the only moral system that actually works. So no, objective morality doesn't exist. And thank goodness for that, because now it's on us. Not some sky god, not some ancient texts, us. Right here, right now. We don't need perfection. We just need honesty and the courage to build something better. Thanks for watching. See you next time.